V-Bucks by Benny's, Belize's newest multi-brand rewards program. To access V-Bucks, download the mobile app or access the website portal at vbucks.bz and set up your account. If you already have a Benny's account, chances are you already have V-Bucks. Don't let them go to waste. To earn V-Bucks, make a purchase at any Benny's location or at any of these Benny's entities, namely Island Freight Forwarders, Best Manufacturing, Benquip, and B-Mart. Once V-Bucks are earned, reward yourself. Use V-Bucks to buy items or exchange for cash. You can also double, triple, or even quadruple your V-Bucks on promotional days. It is simple. Purchase, earn, redeem. Loyalty is always rewarding with V-Bucks. Brought to you by Benny's, celebrating 75 years of quality and savings.
Hidden Treasure Restaurant and Lounge. Open-air restaurant serving Central American and Caribbean cuisine. Hidden Treasure serves dinner Wednesday to Monday from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Located in the Escalante neighborhood 1.5 miles south of San Pedro town. Hidden Treasure offer a romantic and elegant dining experience. Make early reservations and ask for free shuttle service. Some restrictions apply. Hidden Treasure Restaurant and Lounge, the perfect place to celebrate birthdays, anniversaries, weddings, rehearsal dinners, and much more. Come, experience fine dining in an enchanting atmosphere. Live music every Thursday by a renowned Belizean singer and keyboard player. Hidden Treasure Restaurant and Lounge. Telephone 226-4111 or 4236. Visit them at www.hiddentreasurebelize.com or on the socials. Hidden Treasure Restaurant and Lounge, San Pedro, Belize.
Pleasant good morning, San Pedro, and a pleasant good morning to our friends over in Key Cocker. We want to welcome you to another edition of Good Morning San Pedro. Today is Friday, the 22nd of the month of August 2025. It is a beautiful, beautiful morning here in La Isla Bonita. Let us begin by taking a look at the weather. The general weather forecast provided to us by the Belize Met Service. The general situation, mainly fair weather prevails. The 24-hour forecast will be sunny with a few cloudy spells today, clear to partly cloudy skies tonight, generally isolated showers and thunderstorms with a few more expected over southern areas. The marine conditions, the winds will be from the east at 10 to 20 knots. Sea state will be light chop, becoming moderate, and waves will be between 2 to 4 feet, becoming 4 to 6 feet. The temperatures here in the coast, the highs will be 87 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 31 degrees Celsius, and the lows will be 82 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 28 degrees Celsius. For inland areas, the highs will be 95 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 35 degrees Celsius, and the lows will be 73 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 23 degrees Celsius. And up in the hills, the highs will be 80 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 27 degrees Celsius, and the lows will be 68 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 20 degrees Celsius. The outlook for Saturday and Saturday night: isolated showers or thunderstorms with a few more expected over the south during the night time. We take a look at the tides. A high tide will occur this morning at 9:08, and another one will occur tonight at 10:09. A low tide will occur this afternoon at 4:14, and another one will occur tomorrow morning at 3:33. The sun will set this evening at 6:13, and it will rise tomorrow morning at 5:37. The moon will set this evening at 6:04 and will rise tomorrow morning, that is at 5:54. This is the general weather forecast provided to us by forecaster Crystal Rosales. They are at the Belize Meteorological Service. So we do expect good weather to prevail during the course of today. We should have good weather conditions tonight. And if we take a look at the 4-day forecast to see what will be happening for the weekend going into next week. For tomorrow, Saturday, mainly fair with only isolated showers, a few more over the south at night. The wind will be from the east at 10 to 20 knots. And the temperatures here in the coast, the highs will be 88 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 82 degrees Fahrenheit. For inland areas, the highs will be 95 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 73 degrees Fahrenheit. On Sunday, mainly fair with isolated showers or thunderstorms, a few more over the south at night. The wind will be from the east at 5 to 15 knots. And the temperatures here in the coast, the highs will be 88 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 81 degrees Fahrenheit. For inland areas, the highs will be 95 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 73 degrees Fahrenheit. And then on Monday, a few showers and thunderstorms decreasing at night. The wind will be from the east at 10 to 20 knots, and the temperatures here in the coast, the highs will be 85 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 82 degrees Fahrenheit. For inland areas, the highs will be 91 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 74 degrees Fahrenheit. And then on Tuesday, some showers and few thunderstorms and periods of rain. The wind will be from the east at 10 to 20 knots. And the temperatures here in the coast, the highs will be 84 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 78 degrees Fahrenheit. For inland areas, the highs will be 88 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 70 degrees Fahrenheit. So we do expect good weather conditions on Saturday. We do expect good weather on Sunday. And then on Monday and Tuesday, guess what? The rains will be back. We do expect showers on Monday, and we do expect showers on Tuesday as well. But for the weekend, we should have good weather here in the island. Thank you much to the Belize Met Service for the general weather forecast and also for the 4-day forecast. Now we turn into the tropics. Let's take a look at what's happening in the Atlantic, and there is a lot of activity in the Atlantic. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 areas of disturbance. And we begin with Erin that continues in the open Atlantic. This morning, Erin has maximum sustained winds of 90 miles per hour. The minimum central pressure is 956 millibars, and it's located at 38.6 north, 65.3 west, and the movement is northeast at 22 miles per hour. It continues in the projected path that forecasters believe will continue during the next few days. If you take a look at the cone, it's a very thin cone, and that is because they do believe that that will be the projected path, and it has been steady on the projected path that forecasters have been putting forth. It will continue to be in open waters and continue to move now towards the east. So that's where Erin is located, and it will continue to be a hurricane up until the weekend going into Monday, when it's going to be downgraded into a tropical depression. So that's Erin. Let's take a look now at the other disturbance there, the big red X that you see on the screen. Showers and thunderstorms are showing some signs of organization in association with a tropical wave located about 100 miles east-northeast of the northern Leeward Islands. Environmental conditions appear conducive for further development of the system, and a tropical depression or tropical storm is very likely to form this weekend while it moves northwestward and then northward in between the northern Leeward Islands and Bermuda. Formation chance in the next 2 days, it's high at 80%, and formation chance in the next 7 days, it's high at 90%. This disturbance has a slightly similar track like Erin. The only difference is that this one seems to be will be going farther north and will be very close or right on top of Bermuda. So I'm pretty much sure that our brothers and sisters there in Bermuda are watching the progress of this disturbance, as it is forecasted to strengthen into a tropical depression or tropical storm by the weekend. The probabilities are very high, 90%. It's almost there. So good news for the northern Leeward Islands that this is starting to track towards the north. Let's look at the yellow X. It's a small area of low pressure located well southwest of the Azores, has weakened overnight, and no development is expected while it drifts northward. The formation chance for the next 2 days, it's low at 0%, and for the next 7 days, it's low at 0%. So for right now, absolutely nothing to worry about with that particular disturbance. It's a small area of showers and thunderstorms, and it has weakened overnight, so that's good news. Let's take a look at the orange X. Showers and thunderstorms associated with a tropical wave located about midway between Africa and the Windward Islands have become less organized overnight. While there is still some chance that a short-lived tropical depression could form during the next day or so, the system is expected to move through a less conducive environment into Saturday. The wave could reach a slightly more favorable environmental again late this weekend into early next week as it moves westward at 10 to 15 miles per hour over the central tropical Atlantic and approaches the Lesser Antilles. Formation chance the next 2 days, it's medium at 40%, and formation chance to the next 7 days, it's medium at 50%. Now, Dan, the conversation on this one has changed slightly. You see the projection there?
Yeah.
It's, if it continues on that track, then all indications are that it will enter the Caribbean. Listen to the conversation now. And it says, while there is still some chance that a short-lived tropical depression could form during the next day or so, the system is expected to move through a less conducive environment into Saturday, meaning that it will come into an area that is not favorable for it to continue developing. It's coming into an area that has the possibility of breaking it up. But you know that there are some disturbances that are stubborn. Now listen to what this says. The wave then could reach a slightly more favorable environment again late this weekend into early next week as it moves westward at 10 to 15 miles per hour. If this disturbance is able to survive the area where it's going that is not conducive for development, if it survives and can get its act together, then it will enter an area that will be favorable for development. And that is why you see the orange cone, the projected path as to where it's going, that it has been expanded from what it was yesterday. Yesterday, forecasters believed that this disturbance, once it entered that area that is not conducive for development, would just break up. But now they're saying that if it's able to survive, then it will enter an area that will again be favorable for development. So this one here, we will need to watch. We will need to see how it will behave tomorrow as it enters that particular area. If it breaks it up, that's it. If it's able to survive and enter into the area that is conducive for development, then we'll need to monitor it, because by next week it will be very close to the northern, to the Windward Islands. So the conversation, this particular one, has changed slightly. It's still far away, you know. It's between Africa and the Windward Islands. It's still at a distance from the Windward Islands, and we'll continue to monitor it. Hopefully, you know, tomorrow as it enters into that area, it will just break it up. But again, we'll need to monitor it. Thank you much to the National Hurricane Center for the update. All right, today is the 22nd of the month. We want to congratulate all those who are celebrating birthdays today, you know. May you have an enjoyable birthday. May you celebrate many, many more. For those of you who are waking up celebrating birthdays, let us sing to you las mañanitas.
Estas son las mañanitas que cantaba el rey David. Hoy por ser tu cumpleaños te las cantamos a ti. Despierta, mi bien, despierta. Mira que ya amaneció. Ya los pajaritos cantan, la alba ya se metió.
Congratulations to all those who are celebrating birthdays today. May you have an enjoyable birthday. May you celebrate many, many more. You know, when we say we're waking up to a beautiful morning here in Isla Bonita, the picture that our good friend Giovanni sent to us this morning is testament that when we say that, it is a fact. It's a beautiful morning, and if you woke up early this morning for the sunrise, you would have been able to watch this spectacular sunrise like on the picture that we're sharing this morning, courtesy of Giovanni. And it's Friday morning. That means that the 501 Club met this morning for their usual gathering. So a beautiful, beautiful sunrise picture. Thank you very much, Giovanni, for sending us that picture. We'll go to a commercial break. When we come back, you will be joined by our friend Elmer, who is gonna take over for the next segment. We're picking up this morning the comedian coming in from Mexico. Later on during the course of today, we might have a special program. You want to tune in, because who knows, we might just give away some tickets this morning later on today for the big show tomorrow, Saturday. Likewise, Dan on Reef Radio will be having a special program as well. And like I said, who knows, he might just decide to give away some tickets.
Oh, I'm giving away tickets. I'll be giving away tickets
all right,
today.
That's for sure, right?
Definitely.
You want to tune in to the program in the morning. So tune in to Reef Radio, and you might be able to win some tickets this morning. And then later on this afternoon, we will be having a special program with our comedian who's coming in and will be on the show tomorrow at La San Pedrana. He's coming in as we speak right now. He's on his way to the island, so that's the reason why Elmer will be joining us for the next segment. We'll go to a commercial break. We'll be right back. This is Good Morning San Pedro.
Welcome to Zyva Beauty, style and beauty, all in one place. Your one-stop shop for all things fabulous. Discover a stunning collection of makeup palettes, trendy accessories, sunglasses, adorable purses for adults and kids, mommy and daughter dresses, luscious lip glosses, glamorous eyelashes, and so much more. Hey gorgeous, walk in or book your appointment today and let us help you unleash your inner beauty. We offer expert beauty services such as powder brows, lash lifts, lash extensions, lip micropigmentation, and rejuvenating facials. Find us on Pescador Drive next to Caramba Restaurant. Call 605-9256 or message us on Facebook. Zyva Beauty.
Make Atlantic Insurance a part of your travel plans when traveling to Chetumal, Cancun, Merida, or anywhere in Mexico. Whether it's for vacation, to conduct business, or just relaxation, you can purchase a minimum of 1 day or any number of days desired up to 1 year. Atlantic Insurance offers certified and reliable insurance policies from well-established Mexican insurance companies. For more information, you can visit any of our offices located countrywide or call 223-2657. To purchase online, visit our website at aicbelize.com. Travel with the best insurance coverage. Travel secure. Travel with peace of mind. Travel with Atlantic Insurance. Insuring you from life's unexpected.
Hidden Treasure Restaurant and Lounge. Open Air Restaurant serving Central American and Caribbean cuisine. Hidden Treasure serves dinner Wednesday to Monday from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Located in the Escalante neighborhood 1.5 miles south of San Pedro town. Hidden Treasure offer a romantic and elegant dining experience. Make early reservations and ask for free shuttle service. Some restrictions apply. Hidden Treasure Restaurant and Lounge, the perfect place to celebrate birthdays, anniversaries, weddings, rehearsal dinners, and much more. Come, experience fine dining in an enchanting atmosphere. Live music every Thursday by a renowned Belizean singer and keyboard player. Hidden Treasure Restaurant and Lounge. Telephone 226-4111 or 4236. Visit them at www.hiddentreasurebelize.com or on the socials. Hidden Treasure Restaurant and Lounge, San Pedro, Belize.
Honorable Andre Perez and his team continues to work diligently with partners to implement innovative solutions to protect our coral reefs, mangroves, a diverse range of fish species, and seagrass beds. By integrating climate resilience into our coastal zone and fisheries sector, we're ensuring the long-term sustainability of blue-based industries, the protection of essential marine ecosystems, and the source of revenue for our coastal communities. The blue economy is more than just policy. It's progress. It's sustainability. It's the promise of a brighter future for all Belizeans. Together, we're charting a new course because with vision, commitment, and action, the sky is the limit and the sea is our greatest ally. The Ministry of Blue Economy and Disaster Risk Management, safeguarding lives, seas, and sustainability.
Electricity is essential for everyday life, but behind every outlet, a lot is happening to bring you safe, reliable, and sustainable energy. Let's start at the beginning. Independent power producers across Belize generate electricity using a mix of renewable and non-renewable resources. Electricity travels across a network of high-voltage transmission lines capable of transmitting electricity across long distances. Electricity then reaches your nearest substation, where it is adjusted to a lower voltage, making it safe to travel on the distribution lines you see in your community. From there, electricity makes its final journey from the distribution lines to your home, providing you with safe and reliable power when you need it. Belize Electricity Limited. We continue to serve you.
The AIC mobile app has been helping many to save time while getting more done, all from the comfort of their homes. When you download our mobile app, our services are at your fingertips. Log in using biometrics, view motor and property policies, file a claim and submit claim photos, request a quote, receive renewal reminders starting 6 weeks prior to renewal, submit renewal request, view branch locations, and obtain Google Map directions, make payments via Atlantic Bank Bill Pay, and even contact your customer care rep directly. Prospective clients will have limited access, but can request a quote, place a call to a branch, view branch locations and obtain Google Map directions, file a claim. And since all paperwork is completed beforehand, there's no waiting in line. With all the time you can save, can you afford not to use our app? Download today on the App Store or Play Store. The AIC mobile app. Insurance at your fingertips.
Welcome back to Good Morning San Pedro. The time is now 27 minutes after 7 o'clock, and this is the last episode of Good Morning San Pedro for this week. This week just went past so fast. Like, I can't believe it's Friday already, and I don't know if it is because of the excitement that we will be celebrating the anniversary of the station tomorrow, or it's because I really don't understand how the week went so fast, like right before our eyes. And I feel like we still needed more time to prepare and to get stuff done, but it is what it is, my friends. We're really glad that you can join us this morning on Good Morning San Pedro. This is Elmer Cornell with you. As Aiden mentioned before in the first segment, he's off to pick up our friends who will be coming and joining us for the celebration of the anniversary tomorrow. And later on today, we're going to try to see if we can speak with them to provide, an interview with them. The comedian, his name is Christian Sanchez. It's the first time he's in Belize, and he's pretty much excited about it too. So far, he's saying that he promises to deliver on his name, and he hopes that San Pedro and residents, visitors will be able to love his comedy style. I was watching some of his videos. His videos. This man is insane. My goodness. But insane in a good way, right? He seems to have an extra dosage of energy always inside him. And from what I saw, he's able to project that also to his crowd. So I believe that tomorrow, Saturday, you want to come in early to sit and wind down with us. And when he takes the stage, I think he will be going on around 9 or 10. When he takes to the stage, my friends, we will have a fantastic time. So it's tomorrow at the Holiday Hotel La San Pedrana on Barrier Reef Drive. We still have some tickets available. We don't have a lot of tickets left, but we do have some tickets available still. You can either call me at 631-6559 to secure your tickets, or you can come into our office right here on Middle Street. The office will be open between now and 3 this afternoon, okay? So just so you know, you can still come in and pick up some tickets. If we have more available after today, then at the door it will be $30. The doors will open at 6 in the evening, and at 6 you'll be welcomed by a 3-hour happy hour. So triple happy hour for this event starting at 6, 7, 8, 9. And there's going to be happy hour on margaritas, on pina coladas, and local beers and local rum. I love margaritas then, so I'm looking forward for tomorrow. I might need a sip on just 2 for the night, but you look forward to my margarita tomorrow. And I know that the guys there at the Holiday Hotel, they do really good margaritas. I've had some before, so I can say that yes, indeed, they live up to their words, right? So again, it's tomorrow at La San Pedrana. Don't forget, my friends, and don't be late. And if you bought a ticket, and you will not be coming, give it to somebody else. Let them come in and have the fun with us, right, Dan? They don't have to stay with a ticket.
No, I mean, who would waste the ticket? Give it away to your friends.
But like maybe something might come up and they won't have the time to come in and celebrate and party with us.
Give it to your neighbor.
Yeah, be a good neighbor and give it to your neighbor or to you, or maybe you have a worker,
nanny, family member, anybody.
Mm-hmm. It will be good. And the numbers have climbed up so fast in terms of the tickets. So I know that a big crowd is coming up for the event on Saturday. So I just wanted to share that with you, right? So that we can have you all coming in and having a great evening with the entire team of Reef TV and Reef Radio. Now, Reef Radio was the first to begin, and then Reef TV came on later on. So Reef Radio has been on the island for 26 years, and you've been able to be the witness to that about the work that Reef has done for the community. Especially when, like for example, when there is the slow season, Reef Radio has always provided like a package promotion for advertisement to assist with sales, with marketing for businesses. And Dan and I had this conversation several times before about the importance of advertising. And this is not for you to buy a package, this is just for you to understand the importance of you advertising on local media. So Reef Radio, like I said, is the station that everybody listens to. At some point in time, you will hear Reef Radio. That means at some point in time, customers or possible customers can hear about your business. And that is why it is important to put your advertisement on Reef Radio and Reef TV. And if you're expecting to get an influx to your business when you air an advertisement with us, then you might need to look at it again, because that is not how it works. The way it works is that there is a constant reminder of what your business offers, and we try to do it in a very concise manner where your advertisement is not super long, because then nobody will remember what you're advertising, right? And if you take a look at the advertisements of Reef, then you'll see that we try to make them as short as possible, so that when your ad is already aired, it's not because we don't want you on air as much, but because if it's short, then people will remember what you have to offer. So if they think about ice cream and they saw your ad, they know where to go. If the ad was about getting fresh seafood, then they know where to go. You know, if you're looking for souvenirs, you're looking for gifts for your birthday or stuff.
Beauty supplies, you know where to go, right? You go to Z's Beauty Supply.
Exactly.
You think of restaurants. Oh, what's the two ones that pop in your head if you're a Reef TV watcher? Hidden Treasure.
And a lot of people, because a lot of resorts have coral, right, Dan? So these tourists that come to the island, they watch local channels because it's a practice, from them. When they travel to a country, they try to watch local channels so that they can learn.
Well, at night when they come home.
What's that?
At night when they come home, we get high viewership on the movies that we run.
And when they're taxied to their resorts too, the taximen always have on Reef Radio, so they hear, they listen,
But at night especially, local people, San Pedranos watch us in the morning for the morning show. Not so much the expats, not so much the tourists.
Mm-hmm.
The expats do. Well, you got the Moose, you got Kathleen Hoffman, that watches all the time. But at night, movies are the big thing, and I know a lot of people, they come home after dinner and they jump on, they lay out in bed and they flip on the TV.
Mm-hmm.
And then they flip through the channels and they say, oh, there's that brand new movie I've been wanting. There's the new Superman. There's the new Mission Impossible.
Yep.
And then they catch it and then they watch it, because it's really hard to set up a lot of people say, oh, well, people have Netflix. A lot of people don't want to set up their Netflix on a hotel TV because of security issues. And it's this whole process you got to go through.
Yeah.
And Netflix is making it more difficult to share, to open your account from a different location. You got to close down the one back home. I'll go through. You go through a lot of hoops. And at night people just, all right, turn the TV on. Let's see what's on. They start flipping through the channels. Boom, they see a movie they like, and then and we play good movies sometimes. Not lately, because there's been a lot of, there's been some really good independent films on. I got to take that back. There's been some, I've been surprised by some of the independent films that are coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Like some of them are pretty darn good. Who's dropping the ball is Disney.
Yeah.
Disney's dropping the ball. But we've got I watched the new Superman. Did you see that one?
Haven't seen it yet. I saw it was posted on our Facebook page.
Yeah.
But I haven't been able to see it as yet.
It was okay.
It was okay?
It was, a little
how would you rate it?
I would rate it what they rated it, like around a 7.
Wow.
I like the original one better.
Okay.
I mean, it's the original Superman with Christopher Reeves is a little dated, but when it first came out, everybody was watching that thing. That was like the big movie that came out, right? The Superman
It's like when the
movie.
Titanic was there the first time.
Titanic, you know. The Mission Impossible one was. We just ran the Final Reckoning, and it was the Final Reckoning, the final one. It was a little hard to follow.
You know which one I was watching last night, Dan, before I fell asleep?
What's that?
In this movie, it's a really nice movie. Actually, I really loved it. I would rate it a 10. It's not a new movie, but I would watch it again if I had to, if I wanted to.
Yeah.
So I was on Netflix last night, and I'm like, okay, I just want to watch a movie, you know?
Yeah.
I just want to finish my day. And then I come upon Back in Action, and I said, I'm going to tell Dan about this tomorrow so he can slip it into the programming, because this is really a good movie. Back in Action.
Who's in it?
Belize is mentioned in this movie several times. And
in a good way or bad way? Is it like...
I'm not sure that it was a bad way, but I can't say it was a good way either. You know what I mean?
Belize is always mentioned as
it's
that
about
place.
These two agents. They're like I think they work for the undercover.
Oh, okay. I know which one you're talking about now. Yeah. Back in Action. Okay.
So they lie to their children.
Yeah, we played that one.
I love that movie.
We played that movie a number of times. Yeah, and they say, well, it's always, like Belize is the place people go to like get away from the law or to hide out, or you know what I mean? It's like, or Breaking Bad. In Breaking Bad, they said we're going to send them to Belize, which means we're going to kill them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, whenever there's a place where people like run to for sanctuary, like to get away from law enforcement or to get away from the whatever, it's always they mention Belize a lot.
Yeah. It is mentioned here a few times, and I'm like, I think it is because of that I sat and watched it. Like, maybe because I'm Belizean, I said, let me check out this movie, because I have never seen it before.
Oh, it's good. Yeah, no, I remember we ran that one a while ago.
Okay.
Back in Action. I'm trying to remember who's in it.
Well, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it, and I said, and it was really hot last night too, so I had to go get a cola.
Oh, okay.
Of course, I needed my Coke.
Yeah, you know what? I'm finding that I run all the movies, and people will say, "Oh, when are you going to run that movie?" I ran that like a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should run them more often.
Yeah.
But some of them come. There's times we get dry spells, and then there's times that we get a lot coming out at once.
Yeah.
And I try. And if there's a good movie, like F1 came down yesterday.
Okay, so you're airing that one.
So we're gonna air that. This weekend there's gonna be some good movies on. Friday night I'll do Superman. I'll try and do Dead Reckoning. That's the Mission Impossible. That's a long one.
Yeah.
And F1. That's another one that just came down. So there's 3 good movies that came out.
But you said it right there, no, Dan. I think that when Belize is mentioned, well, most of the times when Belize is mentioned on movies or in series, they tie Belize to people hiding out or drugs or...
You know why? Because it's a mystery. It's not that well known.
Money laundering.
It's not that well known, so you can't say... like you say, we go to Mexico. Oh, no, they're not going to go to Mexico. There's too many cartels down there.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to go to Ecuador. What's in Ecuador? There's nothing in Ecuador for her to hide out there. Who wants to go to Ecuador? But, you mentioned Belize, and it's kind of got a mystery to it.
Yeah. I think the best selling point of Belize is that mystery about it, and also that... Well, when you hear Ecuador, you already know it's a Spanish country. You have Colombia, Nicaragua, Venezuela, Costa Rica. But when you hear Belize,
when I told my friends I'm moving to Belize, they said, "Where the heck is that?
Hey,
is that an island?" I go, "No, it's a country." Where? It's kind of like it wasn't well known. It's not like one of those countries that everybody knows where it is. I'm sure like most of the people in the United States could not point it out on a map.
Oh yeah. Well, some Americans can't even point out their states.
Well, there you go.
But speaking about that, Dan, on national news last night, I saw a clip about there's 3 women who came into Belize. They flew from the U.S. to Belize, and
was that the clip
they
you said?
had on their possession marijuana, and now I don't know. Like, one of the first rules about traveling is do your research before you leave your country, right? Because you're entering a new country, a country that is not yours. So you need to know what rules you should be abiding by.
Well, everybody knows you don't take drugs across a border.
I mean,
that's just like that's like life 101.
Yeah.
Do not transport drugs across an international border. You're just asking for trouble. It's like the same thing. Like, don't bring a gun either.
Exactly.
You know,
who does that? Like,
well, idiots do it. People that think, oh, the rules don't apply to me. It's legal. It's legal in my state, so why can't I do it? It's like, because it's not legal in the rest of the world.
They came on a JetBlue flight on Wednesday last, and they were here to have a good time. I mean, you know, well, obviously they booked their flights to Belize because they wanted to be on a vacation mode, right? But their vacation mode just changes drastically when they arrive at the PGIA. And then, well, of course, they have to check their luggage. You know, it's routine to do that. And when the officers were searching their stuff, they came upon what they suspected was marijuana, cannabis, right, in their bags. And it wasn't a lot, you know. It wasn't a lot. It was 17, 12, and 3 grams, you know, respectfully. And they, well, they had to be, you know, they had to be
Is that
charged.
the video you sent me?
Yeah, it was a video I sent to you. It's a short video about them exiting the courtroom. Well, look at that one. She's like, damn, they caught me on camera. That's the 3 ladies, Arisa Filson, Iana Rayside, and Aliyah Kemp. They were arrested right on the spot. They had to spend the night at the station in Ladyville, Dan. You imagine your first hotel stay in Belize would be at a police station just because you could not abide by the rules. Look at her.
She's like, damn, I got caught. I knew they'd smell it.
They had to pay. Luckily for them, the magistrate was really, you know, nice to them, and the magistrate handed down a non-custodial sentence, so they were charged $300.
That's it.
Each.
They usually nail them for $500.
Yeah. Well, you know, the magistrate, using his discretion, gave them a fine of $300 each plus $5 cost of court. And well, I mean, maybe because they have already spent the night at Lady.
Yeah, I guess that's $900 between the 3 of them. So.
Yeah.
That's the, you know.
But you know that if they if they weren't able to pay that fine up front, guess what would have happened?
Well, first of all, they would have spent the night in jail. Probably not only for that, they probably would have got deported because they.
Well, they would have been upgraded because they were at the Ladyville police station. So if they would not have paid the fine, they would have been upgraded to the big prison.
Yeah.
So
and you know also what probably would have happened? They would have got deported because the judge would have said, "You can't afford to pay $300. How do you expect to support yourself while you're in Belize for the next week or 2?
Mm-hmm.
You don't have enough money, ladies. Goodbye."
Mm-hmm. But first, they would have to spend 3 months in jail.
Yep.
So
not fun.
It's not fun at all. I mean, you think I want to break any rules when I travel around? I've been to various countries, Dan, and some countries where I speak English, Spanish, Creole. I can understand some French. So when I travel around, if you're not speaking those languages, I always go with my phone on Google and I'm using translator because, and then I also read before I go because I don't want to break any rules. Like, I don't want to spend, you know, my night in jail in a country that I don't know.
No.
Who will I call to come and rescue me? Can't call Dan. Can't call Aiden. You know? So it's just smart for everybody to read, research about the countries that you're visiting so that you go by the rules, by the book, and you'll have a fantastic time. Should they have not brought in marijuana, I can assure you that they would have had real good memories made here in Belize. Because it's unbelievable to stay here in the country of Belize and travel around the country to the islands, to the atolls, to the Mayan temples. You know, in Cayo, let me tell you something. In Cayo, when I go, there are still places where it's not known to everybody, just to the locals. And my goodness, you would not believe it. Sometimes I'm odd because I'm like, wow, our country is so beautiful, and still there are places that is untouched yet. And it makes me feel good to be a Belizean, you know. So when people come here and they want a local tour, I would always tell them, look for a local in a community and ask them where to go, because though if you pay a tour guide, you'll have a guided tour. When you go with a local, it's an entire total different experience. You're
gonna get yourself in trouble with the BTB saying stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, what I'm saying is that if you befriend somebody,
but you also have to be careful too, because you know sometimes
if that somebody's not charging you, he's not offering you a service. He's just being nice.
They're not charging you until you get out in the middle of the forest and they go, okay, give it all to me.
No. But he's known to be very warm.
I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying you got to be, it's got to be peppered with a little bit of caution too.
Of course. Like with everything.
And the reason I'm saying that is because we had an incident here a little while ago, remember? Where somebody went out with a local that wasn't licensed. That young girl that got chopped up, killed by the propeller. Mm-hmm. Because some local said, yeah, you can snorkel out there, no problem. And it sent her right out into the boat lanes.
Yeah.
The mother and daughter. Remember, that was a big story. So that's why I'm saying you gotta kind of like, you gotta use that thing between your ears. And a little common sense. And that's what these people that are coming, bringing drugs across the border, it's like, where's your common sense? It's not a good idea to bring marijuana across. Well, first of all, you can get it here. It's decriminalized. It's not totally legal yet, but it is decriminalized. And you walk along the beach and there's people, hey, what do you need? I got what you want, what you need. I still get that sometimes.
Yeah, and then the thing is that a lot of Belizeans, they sell it with that notion. Yeah, it's legal in Belize. No, it's not legal in Belize. It's decriminalized in Belize, which means you can have less than 10 grams on your person at any time. Yeah. So if you have 10.5 grams, you will be charged. Yeah. You will be charged.
And if you're a dickhead, they can still give you a ticket for it.
Of course you can. You'll be ticketed.
Yeah, it's not a criminal. It's not going to affect your police. It's not going to go on your police record anymore and affect your career or affect your job or whatever. So that's the difference. But they can still charge you with possession.
Of course they will.
If you turn to a police officer and you start mouthing off and running your mouth, yeah, they're going to go, okay, all right, you got marijuana. It's under 10 grams. Well, it's still illegal, but it's decriminalized. So we're going to write you a ticket. You'll probably get a fine. Mm-hmm. So don't think it's absolutely, completely okay yet. And if you get caught buying it, well, the person that's selling it's going to get in more trouble than you are.
And then in Keycocker, they want to legalize it, or they want to try to work out some pilot projects so that the marijuana can be legalized there. I don't know if that is a good idea. I mean...
Well, I'll tell you, you look at the American cities that have done it. Look at all the homeless people.
I have no problem with marijuana users, Dan. But the stench that marijuana emits, goodness.
Well, you know what? And it should be like Amsterdam.
Yeah. See how Amsterdam
It's not like you can just walk down the street and spark up a joint. You got to do it in your home or in what they call a hash bar.
Yep.
They got these certain designated areas where you can smoke, but you can't just be walking down the street.
Yep.
Smoking up a doobie. See, that's...
And it works for them.
Watch Pulp Fiction, you get the idea.
It works for them, Like, I find it disrespectful how persons who smoke marijuana, they would do so when they in front of a crowd.
Well, it depends on the crowd. I went to the Rolling Stones concert back in the 80s. The Rolling Stones came to Toronto. It was late 80s, early 90s. Mm-hmm. Huge crowd, like tens of thousands of people. And there were police officers everywhere. As soon as the concert started, the smell of marijuana coming out And the police just went, we're not even going to deal with it. There was just too many of them. It was just too much.
Yeah.
And so, okay, as long as it stays peaceful,
yeah,
you know what they say. You get 5 drunk guys, they'll start a fight. You get 5 marijuana smokers, they'll start a band. So yeah, it's not like alcohol. It's the police know that, okay, nobody really.
And that's
gets
why the pros
violent.
and cons have to be, visited.
However, if you start with an attitude of, yeah, it's totally legal, you can do wherever you want, whenever you want, then it gets to become a problem. But I think, like I said, like Amsterdam, you can do it at home, no problem. You can do it. Somebody wants to open up a bar that specializes in that, like a hash bar or whatever they want to call it.
And that is what I liked about Amsterdam. I mean,
yeah,
I did Amsterdam, I think, like 3 or 4 times already. And I can't tell you that I had a bad experience in Amsterdam. I find that because the government, build that entire framework so well that the people understood it, and it was exercised really, really well. So if Belize wants to legalize marijuana, then it's not just a shove it in your mouth and that's it. No, it has to be really, really researched and we have to watch all the pros and the cons. I understand if it is legalized and government will get tax money from it. But are we really willing to, put the entire crowd, the entire population, there just because we want to get some tax money?
One of the big problems is that I can see. People start smoking up on the street. You got kids out on the street.
Yes,
they're going to
sir.
see that and they're going to think that that's normal.
Yeah.
And then they're going to grow up and go, oh, well, that's just normal. And then it's going to become a normal thing. And if you know most people that smoke a lot of weed, they're not real productive, let's say. They don't have a lot of motivation to get ahead in life. They usually end up just cruising through life, complaining a lot, and asking for handouts. So it's been proven marijuana is a motivational killer.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make you real, want to complete a lot of tasks and get ahead in life. And you're just like, oh, I just want to chill out and watch Netflix and smoke a big doobie. And that just becomes your life after a while. And then, like I said, if you look at all the states that have legalized marijuana, look what's happening. You got homeless camps all over the place. People living in the street. So even in Toronto, it's totally legal in Toronto, just smoking on the street wherever you want, and it's not the same city it used to be. Toronto used to be a really nice city. Now, it's turning into a bit. We don't want to turn into Gotham City like in Batman. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And that's what's happening to a lot of these American cities. They're turning into Gotham City, where all the criminals are running it, and there's homeless people, and there's a lot of crime. And, I mean, that's not what you want in your city. You want your city to be nice.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I think the Amsterdam model is probably the best model.
It's a brilliant model.
If you're going to do it.
It's a brilliant model. And like I said, I have nothing against persons or users of marijuana. I just think there should be a place where you should be using it.
Yeah.
Not everywhere.
There's a time and a place for it.
Yeah. Especially where children are involved. I mean, when Central Park was the busy spot before the ferry's dock was moved, users would be in the park smoking marijuana, and that just riles me up because they're children. It's a children's park.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
what's the matter with you guys?
You also have to think, about the rest of people.
Yeah, but they don't.
Around you.
They don't. That's the thing. They think, I'm so cool because I'm here in the park smoking my doobie. And I can do it. Nobody can tell me I can't do it.
Smoking marijuana doesn't make you cool, and it doesn't make you more intelligent either.
Thanks, Betty Ford.
So... But anyways, we can have that conversation on another day.
Well, we are having that conversation. What are you talking about?
That marijuana has a lot to it. Like, it does have a lot to it.
Is anybody commenting? Does anybody want to pipe in with the comments?
I'm not sure.
Give us your opinion. Let me check. I got the video open here. Let me see who's talking.
who's saying something about the marijuana.
About the marijuana. Welcome to Tijuana, tequila, sex, and marijuana. Remember that song?
Yeah. And here
we
have
got 9
Renan.
comments.
Renan says legalize it and I will advertise it. Well, of course, no.
Thanks, Bob Marley. Legalize marijuana. Oh no, is that Peter Tosh? Yeah, I think that's Peter Tosh. Legalize marijuana down here in Jamaica.
When the song came out the first time, marijuana panicana, you would listen to that all over the place.
Yeah.
And it's funny because though, like, if you listen to the words of that song, it puts you to think. But then, what opened my eyes to it was like you heard the children, you know, singing the lyrics too, and they're like marijuana upon the corner.
Yeah.
So you know, it comes with behavior change. We really have to look at all of those things. I mean, seriously, we got to look at everything. All right.
Well, yeah, there's, you know, like you said, there's pros and cons to everything. The people that want to legalize it are the ones that want to smoke it all the time. I mean, everything in moderation, right? I mean, you don't want to be drinking alcohol every day, all day. Otherwise, you become an alcoholic. If you smoke marijuana all day, every day, you become a pothead. And that's not a good thing. You're gonna waste your life away. Then you're gonna wake up and you're gonna be 50 years old with no house, no career, nothing, and
then you can't get a pension either.
Yeah,
or
and
you can't get your
gonna,
social security monies because you never paid social security.
Yeah,
you've always
you're
been
gonna go,
employed, unemployed.
Where did I screw up?
And they're like, I have some friends that do marijuana too, and they're productive citizens. But why? It is because they know. Like, they don't always do it. They do it when they want to, like, you know, chill, relax.
Yeah, moderation.
But when it's time to work, I mean, and I'm speaking about persons who hold high-end jobs in ministries or different departments or in the private sector, persons who are owners of businesses.
Well, yeah, I mean, but
again, they do it in moderation and they have a time and a place. I don't see them smoking every day. I have neighbors that smoke it every day.
Yeah, it's like most people don't drink every minute of every day. You know, they're going to go out on Saturday, they're going to have a few drinks, and then, you know, probably won't drink for a couple of days. I'm like that too. Sometimes I go for like a month without drinking. But it's like I said, everything in moderation. It's people that go overboard that get into trouble with stuff.
Now, the Keycocker people, I'm not sure how far they went with it. I don't think that it brought.
So what do they
fruition.
want to do over there? Who are these people?
Residents from the island.
Okay, they want to do what?
They wanted to get like they basically wanted to see whether or not they could have that conversation with government to allow for the legalization.
Make it totally legal.
Of the marijuana.
Well, you can't do that
on the island. I really have to look up that paper again and read it up.
Well, it's not going to go anywhere because they can't do it. Legally, the government can't do it. Unless they write up legislation, and it would have to go through the through the legislature and through the House, and they would say, okay, we're going to designate Keycocker and that's not going to happen. It's way too complicated. It's going to be...
because you'll need mechanisms in place, you know, to oversee the distribution, the selling, you know, all that.
The law has to apply to the whole country is what it is.
It's not easy as you'd think.
No, and I don't... The only thing that they could do is maybe really, really, really nicely ask the Keycocker police formation not to charge anybody, but... That's probably not going to happen either, because if it starts getting out of hand, then they're going to start charging people.
Yep.
You know, and it will get out of hand with it. There's always that one group that ruins it for everybody.
Yes.
You know what I mean? There's always that one person that ruins it for the rest of us. Like the guy who got on the plane with a knife and stabbed everybody. Now everybody has to go through security checks.
Yeah. Which is a good thing, though. I mean, because we were really, it's 2025. We live in a digital area now, in the digital era. A lot of things have been happening unnoticed. For me, from my point of view, I see it as a good thing now.
Well, I think you know what I think the best deterrent is? You bring a knife on the plane, you're probably going to get your head shot off like the last guy did.
See? Yep. And
that's where you got to do the mystery. But this is Belize, man. You don't mess around in Belize.
Yep.
You want to bring a knife on a plane, you're going to get shot in the face.
Last night I saw a news article too that said that the police officers in Corozal have been told they received a memo that they have to be at the airstrip in Ranchito, and it's not an if or a maybe or a but. It's you got to go to work there, stationed at the Ranchito. A few months ago, we we discovered that there were contracts given out to private security firms to provide security at the airport, at the airstrips. But if that story hadn't, happened, then we would never have known how much, these people got. The contracts have been rescinded now, but then what happens next, we don't know yet. What we do know is that the police department has issued a memo, and police officers must be at the airstrip in Ranchito every day. So
well, yeah, because the police, not to degrade the security, private security, but they don't have the power of arrest, which is what the police do. So a lot of people just go, get out of the way, rent a cop, that kind of thing. So I think it's going to bring down the resources for the people in Corozal, because now they're tying up police officers at the airport.
Yep.
But I don't know. I mean, how long has Tropicare been in business?
It's been a while.
And we've never had a real incident like that
Well,
before.
This is the first time.
Yeah, exactly.
Something like this happened.
That's what I'm saying. This guy has won because now everybody has to look at all the hoops everybody has to go through. So is it going to happen again? Probably not. Maybe. Who knows? I can't predict the future. Will some other crazed lunatic get on there and try and pull that off again? But the chances are very, very slim, because we haven't had any major incidents, even close to major incidents, on Tropic Air or Maya Air in the past little while, other than delays and mechanical issues and stuff like that. But security issues, I mean, it's like then what are we gonna do? Start doing it on the buses too? Like, where does it stop?
Yeah.
And like I said, the people in Belize take care of themselves. That one guy that was armed and stopped it. He waited till the plane landed, and then just boom. Good night, sweetheart. Good night.
And that story took an entire life of its own too, because then
I mean, I feel bad for the guys that got stabbed, but these things happen really fast, and you don't and everybody's going like, oh, why didn't the passengers do something? Well, first of all, it happens super fast, so you
then in that situation, like, you don't know
freeze.
what to do.
It's fight or flight, right? So some people just freeze up, and you're going like, what's going on? Because it takes a while for you to digest what's going on and go like, and then you kind of shake your head and go, is this really happening? I mean, everybody says, oh, I would have done something about it. No, you wouldn't have. No, once you see all that blood and hear the screaming, most people freeze. Now, the guy that shot him had some time to sort of process what was going on and digest what was going on, and he was smart enough to wait till the plane landed to pull out the firearm, because had he shot in the air, that could have been a whole different story. If the pilot had accidentally got struck, now there's nobody to fly the plane. So now you've put the whole plane in, and it's a confined space, and it's hard to fire a firearm in a confined space. Unless you're right out without hitting. You got to watch your background. That's one of the things they teach you when you take firearm safety, is not only look at your target, but what's behind your target, because if there's a bunch of people, a crowd of people, you don't want to be shooting, into a crowd of people, because then you're going to be in real trouble if you hit somebody else. I mean, that's what it happens all the time when these gangbangers start opening fire on the street. Innocent people get hit. So.
Dan, the time has fly past us.
Oh my God, it's 8 minutes
after 8 o'clock. We're going to close up today's episode of Good Morning San Pedro. My friends, thank you very much for joining us, our friends there in Keycocker. Keep on doing what you do, my friends. It comes with a lot of work, of course. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. And reminder, you're invited to our Magnum event on Saturday. That's tomorrow at La San Pedrana. Get your tickets. Be there on time. It's going to be fun.
I'm going to give away a pair of tickets today on
Dan,
the radio.
okay, so Dan is going to give away tickets today over the radio, right?
Yeah, when you listen today between 8 and 4, and the first caller to call in when you hear 2 Tickets to Paradise by Eddie Money will win the tickets.
All right,
so listen for that song, 622-2200. First person to call in when you hear 2 Tickets to Paradise by Eddie Money.
Run that number again, Dan.
622-2200. I'll be announcing it all throughout the day.
Okay, that's an easy number, 622-2200.
Yeah, that's why I picked it.
All right. And again, just be good today. We'll see you tomorrow at La San Pedrana, and we're going to have a great time with the comedian from Mexico and Manny Music. Manny Music will give the life of the party with great music, Belizean style. So we will see you there. My name is Elmer Cornejo, my friends. Enjoy your Friday. Stay safe. See you next time.
Make Atlantic Insurance a part of your travel plans when traveling to Chetumal, Cancun, Merida, or anywhere in Mexico. Whether it's for vacation, to conduct business, or just relaxation, you can purchase a minimum of 1 day or any number of days desired up to 1 year. Atlantic Insurance offers certified and reliable insurance policies from well-established Mexican insurance companies. For more information, you can visit any of our offices located countrywide or call 223-2657. To purchase online, visit our website at aicbelize.com. Travel with the best insurance coverage. Travel secure. Travel with peace of mind. Travel with Atlantic Insurance. Insuring you from life's unexpected.